This is Amy from Fox Run Environmental Education Center, and this is our look back at 2019 and our end of year report. If you are not familiar with Fox Run, we are a nonprofit located in Falmouth, Kentucky, and we teach environmental education programs primarily in organic gardening, alternative energy, and wildlife conservation. We also serve as a wildlife rehabilitation facility in the state of Kentucky. So 2019 was a really busy year. We took in a large number of orphaned and injured baby wildlife. And we also had a lot of things going on the farm. Jake, who does the bees, expanded the beehives. And I had a lot going on personally. My son Caleb graduated from college and got engaged and moved to Madison, Wisconsin. So it was a really big year for us, and I kind of lost my very best farm helper, but I'm really excited for him and his new life. So one of the new fun things that we've done this year is started a YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel is kind of focusing on two areas right now. There are videos that have to do with organic gardening, and there are videos that have to do with wildlife rehabilitation. So we'll be adding more videos in both of those categories this year, as well as one of the other things I want to do. As many of you know, I built my own environmentally friendly green cabin with Caleb's help. And so I will be talking about green building and doing some more homesteading type videos as well. All right, so this year we did 29 education programs, and those were a variety of different programs. Sometimes they were tours. The adorable little redheaded girl on the left-hand picture came with her family. They actually brought some donations down from Campbell County for me, and so when anyone does me a favor like that, I give them a tour and let them have some close-up time. And so one of the fawns was just really intrigued by this adorable child. We also did some school programs, and we love to get into the inner city and work with students about gardening and wildlife and introduce them to things that they might not have available in their lives. I did a display on Native American. I have a lot of artifacts, and I did a display about Native Americans at our local library. That was very well received. And then the last picture is my favorite Girl Scout troop. I do quite a few things with Girl Scouts. I think they are an awesome, awesome organization. And so this was from our Earth Day celebration where we discussed water quality. So as far as the wildlife is concerned, we had a total of 85 successfully released, transferred, or in a few cases, we still have some animals wintering over, but that population is, we had a lot of opossums this year, so 32 opossums were released, 21 raccoons, and so then we had some smaller numbers of skunks, fawns, squirrels, and groundhogs. I actually very deliberately limit the fawn population since fawns do get bigger, and A, they eat a lot, and B, they obviously need a lot of room and space. So, and then of course, we do turtles every year because Amy loves turtles. So this number does not include animals that came in and passed away either during intake or during our care. Obviously, we're working with a group of animals that comes in with injuries and issues and is not necessarily a healthy population. So as far as our finances, we received some cash donations. That's either people donating on Facebook or through the website, or giving cash when they drop off a baby animal that needs rescue. In-kind donations are actual products. So in-kind food donations, a lot of those are both Campbell County Animal Shelter and Boone County Animal Shelter are wonderful to us, and they have often given us extras when they have a lot of donations and they have extras. They are kind enough to pass along extras. And also our Amazon wish list. So if you don't know about that, you can check that out on the website. But when people order products or formula or things off the Amazon wish list, that is an in-kind donation. We also had a little bit of affiliate income. You might have heard me say or seen on Facebook. So if you go on to our blog and enter Amazon or Tractor Supply or Layman's through our blog, then we get a referral credit for that, a small percentage of whatever you buy. You don't have to buy the product that you click on, and that is affiliate income. And so we did make $109 in affiliate income, which was exciting. Expenses, we have a lot of expenses, and they are considerably more than our income. One of our biggest expenses is just feeding wildlife. So formula, baby animals, baby wildlife, just like baby cats and kittens, need to be on formula. And then they transition. Transition foods are a lot of soft things, baby foods, applesauce, those kinds of things. And then they get into big kid food, and that's a bigger expense because those are things, dog food, cat food, as well as I buy a lot of sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are great, inexpensive food for many of our wildlife because they're very nutrient dense. Medical supplies, some of that is bandages and syringes and things. A lot of the medical supplies costs are actually parasite control, worming medicine and flea and tick medicine, Capstar. Unfortunately, the baby animals often come in with lice. Fawns often have maggots, and fleas and ticks are a problem on injured and dehydrated animals. So we do spend a lot of money just treating those kinds of things. And of course, we have Dr. Glaza, our veterinarian, and he provides turtle surgery and casting broken bones and those kinds of services, as well as vaccinations. So we buy those vaccinations from him that we can give ourselves, and then he administers rabies as per Kentucky law. Veterinarian needs to administer rabies shots. So he does do that, and we do vaccinate all of our wildlife So office supplies are basically our website, education materials. And so our expenses for 2019 were around $7,326. Although I don't figure in some more miscellaneous things, I don't figure in, traveling, kind of car expenses, the utilities, or fencing, enclosure, maintenance, building repairs, those kinds of things kind of fall under, more of the farm, and I don't tabulate them as much, probably because it would just be too depressing. So these are donations, pictures of donations. There it is. Thanks for supplies. So we do have an Amazon wish list, and I thank everyone very, very much. We also, as I said, both Boone and Campbell County Animal Shelters are wonderful about giving us some extra things. Also, people, when you clean out your freezers, we're fine with older meat with freezer burns. It's great for the animals to have some real meat and real protein. We also had a great donation of a printer this year, and so thanks to Stephen Cox for that. And so the printer is smarter than I am, but that's okay. So, thanking everybody for all of those wonderful supplies. This helps to keep our costs down when we don't have to spend, cash on as many supplies. So I have a great group of volunteers and interns. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. Some of them work in other careers and just volunteer because they love animals and gardening and the farm. And some of them, like Lauren, was a student from University of Kentucky, and she is going to be going on to a career in environmental education. Miss Hannah is working at the Newport Aquarium, and Miss Catherine on the far right with the squirrel has started her own wildlife rehabilitation facility. So that is very exciting for us. I love working with young people and people that are excited about the environment. So this slide is just to kind of show you that it's not always pretty. It's not, always adorable, cute animals and pretty flowers in the garden. So most of our animals do come to us, not because they're happy and healthy, but they come to us because they've been injured. They're often injured due to, interference or because of human error. So the little squirrel on the left was from a tree getting cut down, and the fawn he and his mother were hit on the road, and his mother passed. And the little raccoon, that's a distemper raccoon, and that raccoon was actually a distemper survivor, and we do not have many distemper survivors, and we do vaccinate against distemper because that is a big concern in northern Kentucky with raccoons and skunks as well. So the raccoons test my patience. And so they can be very destructive, and I do take calls with from people that are having nuisance issues. We do not go out and solve nuisance problems. We are not licensed in that regard. But I can emphasize with you, because yes, sometimes the raccoons literally send me over the edge with getting into things and destructing things. And so when I give you some advice on, keeping them out of things, that advice is coming from experience. So I am always learning new things. I spent time helping Dr. Glaza this year and working on Tuesdays, on surgery days, and so I learned a tremendous amount, even though he predominantly works with domesticated animals. A lot of that information is very transferable. And I also, one of the benefits of being a helper at his clinic is that I get to go to what he calls his lunch and learns, and about once a month someone comes and either talks about their products or talks about some new methods in veterinarian science, and so I've enjoyed going to those. I also did a great conference not too long ago, the Thrive Farming Conference, and that was all online, and so it was pretty fun. You can pick the different classes and webinars that you want to participate in. And so one of our goals this year is to get back more into farming, and so that was exciting. So 2020, what are we looking forward to for this year? And so like I just said, looking at getting back into doing some more production gardening and market farming, and so selling produce off the farm. Also this past year, 2019, we started doing online courses through Teachable. And so one of those courses is Introduction to Food Self-Sufficiency. The other course that is online is Composting 101. And then also we're going to be doing more on-site classes. So new this year, we are going to be doing a women's homesteading weekend workshop. So where women can come and spend the weekend learning a variety of different skills. And then we're also going to be doing some fun celebrations, more family-oriented celebrations. So for Beltane, which is May Day, and Ostara, which is the spring equinox, we'll be having some celebrations, and during those times we have some different activities planned, and you'll be able to meet some of the education animals. And so we are very, very excited about 2020 and look forward to serving you and helping you be a better steward of the earth. And so thank you for a wonderful 2019, and I look forward to seeing you in 2020.